you have a pretty big platform, I'd say. A lot of people know who you are, not just for your tattoos, but for...
my good looks and my charm and wit.
And gambling.
And gambling.
I said it.
Yeah.
You're being shy for no reason. Acting like you don't do this for real. So I don't have a direction I want this to go in. I'm just curious about your life. I feel like I've caught glimpses of specific moments in your life, but I kind of want to get a full picture. I want to know everything. Tell me who Mikki is and where he came from and how he got here today.
You're going to get probably really good answers out of me. It's so late in the day, and I'm so tired and beat down. I got girls' makeup on my shoulder.
I got crying on you?
I got sweating and sun in my face, and
okay.
I'm like at my most vulnerable probably right now. You could probably get like real answers that I can't.
Love that.
Yeah, like my brain I don't think's even working good enough to like give like the sharp answers. I think you're gonna get.
I want the real raw you. I want to know who Mikki is.
Okay.
Where did you grow up, Mikki?
I was born in New Jersey. At like a fairly young age, I moved to New York City. Then I lived in Miami for 8 years, and now I live in LA. But when I moved to LA, I also bought a house in Vegas. But I basically am always in LA.
Did you grow up with both parents, with your mom, with your dad?
Yeah, both parents. It's both their first marriages, never divorced, never remarried.
Do you have any siblings?
I got one brother, he's a year and a half younger.
Okay, and where is he today?
He lives in Seattle.
Okay. I want to know, how did you get started with gambling? How did you become, like, why is this your image? How did it become your image?
What really happened was, so there's a group of advantage players, right? Like people who are professional gamblers who spend a living trying to exploit weaknesses in different gambling, right? And like I'm not super unique in that sense. Like there's a whole network of us. Most of us communicate. We all like share and trade secrets, stuff like this. But I think something that was unique about me was a lot of them are like kind of like nerdy, mostly middle-aged dudes, and they got really good at what they do by like studying it and being nerdy their whole life, which is cool. Like nerds are awesome. Nerds is in right now.
Okay.
But
it's trending.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they're not like they don't look like me.
They don't have the social skills to be able to speak to a public, to be able to have a platform.
Yeah, they don't look as cool on the internet. So like
you think you look cool? You think you're cool looking like?
I think I'm unique. I think I'm unique in that space, and then I think even in the space I'm not unique in, I look pretty cool. And I think honestly, bro, I'm not even kidding. I believe that I have the best content on the internet. When I post only on Instagram stories. So you have to like follow me to see what I'm posting. I'm like pretty sure I have the best content on the internet, and I've asked a lot of my famous friends. The worst answer, everybody was unanimous. The worst I got was Ryan Pownell, who said you might not. If he didn't say you do have the best, he said you're definitely up there. So that was the worst response I got when asking for feedback.
But what do you mean by you have the best content on the internet? What is that?
I post
how do you define that?
Really, really cool things. And
like I'm confused by that.
Like I put $1 million in cash on the back of a girl while giving her back shots, and I filmed it and posted that on Instagram.
I'm sorry.
Last week, I was driving around my property on a golf cart getting head from a chick, and I posted that on Instagram.
Okay.
I played dominoes with $4.5 million in cash in one of my villas that I lived in Vegas. Like this, like
the game of dominoes.
I stacked them up and I made a maze around the villa.
Right.
And I had a chick push they all come in. So when you get paid like that from a casino, they give you the cash in $50K bundles. So it's $10,000 bands wrapped up. So little bricks like this. So I took every brick and I stacked it up and I made
Fuck off.
Yeah, I have the video. It's on YouTube. And it's on my Instagram too. And we made a maze around my villa of $4.5 million out of $50,000 bricks. And I had her push the first one. And then every single one got to the last one. It was me. And I was just holding like more cash.
And it's just on your story.
Yeah, I posted. Well, that one is hard posted. And it's on YouTube, but I basically post all that kind of like cool stuff on my story. I don't hard post anymore. I don't care.
Why?
I don't make money on the internet. I've never made $1 on the internet. I've never done a brand deal, paid promo, paid for views. I never made $1 on the internet.
But why not?
I don't even know how.
Do you feel like you're shutting out an opportunity that you could be making? Like, do you know how many people would pay you to promote even online casinos?
The thing with promoting online casinos, there's only one that I promote, and it's Kirgo.com. And the reason for that is I've spoken to the owners of almost every online casino in the world. And they're like, we'll pay you like NBA money to promote our casino. And I go, that's cool, but can I take a look at your back end? If there's any weaknesses, can I tell the consumer? And they go, no, you can't slander, libel, or show us in a negative light.
So meaning you can't reveal the thing that'll make the people lose money.
Right. And Kirgo said, we encourage you to, and I don't have a contract with them, so they can never terminate me. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't stop paying me because they don't pay me.
So it's just basically like a friend. Like
Yes.
you're just friends and you're just...
They're like, hey, you can hold us accountable. You'll be like our audit system. Expose us to the world whenever we're doing something bad against the people that'll make them lose. And in return, you can gamble with us and we'll never ban you.
But isn't that how a casino stays in business?
They don't have to cheat to win. Most just do because they're greedy.
Explain that. So every time I go to the casino, there's always the saying, the casino has the upper hand, or there's
Yeah,
a
the house
casino,
edge.
whatever the hell it's called, the house edge.
The house always wins. It's because there's a house edge. That's true. But if you stay true to the values of those edges, in theory, most players will still become a loser over time. What most casinos do, including Vegas and especially online, is they ramp up their system so the edge is bigger and not disclosed to the consumer. So I told all the online casinos, I go, let me take a look. They know what I'm looking for. They know exactly what it is I want to see. They know what I'm going to find.
Okay.
And they go, we can't let you do that.
But by them saying no, they know you can just go to the internet and say there's something wrong because they're not letting me look at it.
And I've been doing that, and that's why I'm banned at all the casinos. I did in-person casinos. I used to film them, like with card mechanics, dealing. I used to film them. I have so many. If you go on TikTok, you'll find so many videos I posted of me on camera catching casinos in Vegas cheating, and online as well. I post that stuff. That stuff I post on my stories all the time. You just stay tuned to my stories. I post all the videos I have of cards that you can see through, X-ray contact lenses.
Excuse me?
Yeah, card mechanics that can make any person have any cards. So when you're playing blackjack, for example, and you know how it's in that plastic shoe,
Right.
That thing has a motor in it that changes the order of the cards while they're dealing. So that way the dealer doesn't even have to be in on it. I post videos of this stuff all the time.
Backtracking. When did you know that you were like, I have really crazy knowledge and I can beat the system? How did you get to this point? Because I feel like, I believe, and I tell anybody this, like, oh, how did you get here? You and I were not born, you weren't born innately better than me. I was not born innately better than you, right? Like, it's just about the skills and the people you know and what you choose to master, correct? So it's like, how did you get in a position to be able to master this skill?
I was born into a high-stakes gambling family, like...
So your family gambles?
Yeah, big time. And like family gatherings, I call it like holiday dinners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what like normal families do. I just know like for me it was normal. We would sit around and play cards. That's how we got together. We'd play poker, gin rummy, Hungarian rummy, and whatever, blackjack and all this. And we'd use like pennies, nickels, and quarters as like our currency. So I knew how to gamble super young. I grew up in New York City card rooms during the week, in Atlantic City on the weekends. My grandparents would take me every weekend.
So it was fun for you?
It was just the way of life. Like I didn't even realize that there was an alternative. So my whole neighborhood is Italian mobsters and rich Jews. So the mobsters are always have underground casinos and encourage illegal gambling, and the Jews always had so much money from their bar and bat mitzvahs that they just had the money to gamble with. So we were really young, like I was like 11, 12, 13, 14 years old.
So would these people come over, sorry to cut you off, would these people come over and like gamble with you guys?
Yeah, of course. We gambled together. I beat my friend's dad so bad once, he wrote me a check.
For how much?
I don't remember. I just remember he didn't have the cash on him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So continue. I'm sorry.
No, it was just like that. It's just like what we did. My whole neighborhood that was welcome to my neighborhood. It's what we did, and my family as well. So there was like a certain point where I was getting thrown out of the casinos in Atlantic City. So my grandparents would let me gamble super young, but they would always.
What's the youngest you remember gambling?
Like in my whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably like 6, but not in a casino.
Well, in general,
in
you knew
casino?
how to work cards at 6 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like so crazy. It's like, look at a lot of athletes, like professional athletes.
Correct. They start playing at the age of 2, 3. They're playing with soccer ball.
Yeah, and
same thing. But the difference is that's glorified. Gambling isn't.
Correct.
And you were fortunate enough to have a family who really I mean, it was a way. I don't think they saw it. From what you tell me, I don't think they saw it as a way of, this is bad. This is just how we bring family together, and this is what.
That's what we did. And my whole neighborhood.
So it was really
like
exciting for you guys. That's awesome.
The whole town I grew up in. That's what we did. That was it.
So did any of them? Because people have gambling addictions, and they fall into this horrible pattern. Did that ever happen with anyone in your family, or? Or were you all just like really good at?
Nah,
Because it's really easy to go down the rabbit hole.
Like bad losses and consequence definitely happened in my family. It happened to me too. But like to be a gambling addict, which is really titled a compulsive gambler, is a very unique type of gambler. I don't think it's happened in my family. It's like a mental illness, just like drug addiction, Right. So like in a comparison.
So you wouldn't say you're addicted to gambling?
No. And I've gone to Gamblers Anonymous like a lot over the last 10 years just to keep myself in check and find out.
What does that mean?
Like, you know what Gamblers Anonymous is?
No.
You know what Alcoholics Anonymous is?
Well, like AA meetings.
Yeah, so
They
it's the
have
same thing.
gambling.
But it's called GA. Yeah, it's the same 12 steps. So I went to those meetings and I go, hey guys, like I gamble a lot, almost every day. I gamble big money. This is the feelings I have. I want to know if I'm an addict or not. So if I'm an addict, then I need to get rid of that liability. And I worked with a sponsor in GA, and like I worked with my fellowship, and they were like, in our opinion, you're not a gambling addict. You're just a heavy gambler. Given the right external consequence, I can stop and stay stopped as long as I want to.
What's been your biggest loss
$8 million.
in one sitting?
Yeah.
How did that happen? Where were you? What was the scenario here?
I was at Venetian and I was playing. I think I bought
Vegas.
in Vegas. Yeah, I was in
So
Vegas.
you weren't banned from Vegas yet.
No. It was before I got banned. And I think I bought in for $3 million. That was like usually my regular. And
Where are these held? Because I feel like I've been to Vegas. I've experienced, the Aria, the Venetian, whatever. Like, where are these high-ass stakes held?
so they have usually private floors in the building where they have like an entire room that's open special, like if someone like me made a request. So like certain buildings, the 14th floor, some it's the
Right,
top floor,
okay.
whatever. And you can't get access unless you're like with me or whatever. The next after that is there's private rooms that are behind all the standard high limit rooms. So if you walk into a high limit room, you can ask somebody, where's the private room? And they'll point out like, oh, see those 4 doors? Like those are all private rooms. And then after that comes the standard high limit. Then after standard high limit is like what we call outside or the floor, just like the pit.
Wow. So I'd just be playing the pit?
It depends on the stakes you play.
$100.
You can do like $100 buy-in or $100 per bet.
Like $100, that's the most I've ever put down on like a blackjack bet.
Usually high limits, depending on the casino, they start at around $100 a hand. So you can go to high limit for $100 a
period.
hand. Yeah.
So I could be part of the big team.
Yeah. It's a much better setup, and you're way more likely to win in high limit than low limit.
Okay, so run me through. So you went into a private room with $3 million.
Actually, I didn't. I was in the standard high limit. It was there was like not a lot of people in there, and it was just easier for me to play it. So
You're
I can
playing
overdo it.
blackjack.
Baccarat.
I don't know that game.
It's similar like blackjack, except you don't get to choose to hit or stay. The cards have predetermined rules when one or the other hand will hit or stay. And when you add the digits together using single digit, closest to 9 wins. So
Okay.
like a 10 and a 9 is 19. You have 9. That would be like a winning hand. A king and a queen is 20. You have 0. That's like a losing hand.
Okay, so kind of the opposite rules of blackjack.
Sort of.
So run me through how you lost $8 million.
So I bought in for like my usual $3 million.
Usual. Okay, facts.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, with my $10 buy-ins. Facts.
And I lost, and I was like, that sucks. It pisses me off. And I bought in, I think, another...
So you just put down $3 million cash
Yeah.
and
well,
lost in one game, like one round.
Not one hand. Took me like, I don't know, like 2 hours or something.
Okay, to lose it all.
Yeah, to lose $3 million. And I used to buy in half the time in cash, like $100 bills, and the other half in cashier's checks. What's good about a cashier's check is they're really easy to move around, and if someone steals it, like nothing happens. You just like cancel and get a new one printed.
Okay.
And when you buy in for $3 million or whatever it is in a cashier's check, what you do is you tell the cashier, you go, put this on hold. What that means is they literally open the drawer, like the desk drawer, and just put the check in there, and they wait for you to tell them if you're done playing. And if you're done playing, you get the balance of the money. So I usually was winning at when I was playing. So I'd be like, put this check on hold. They'd literally just put it in the drawer. They'd give me a line of credit on my account for $3 million. And let's say I won, for example, I'd go back with, let's say I won $1 million. So now I have a total of $4 million in chips.
Right.
I'd go, here's $4 million. They just hand me back my check plus $1 million in cash. I keep the check. So if I come back to Vegas next week, I still have my $3 million buy-in. I don't have to go back to the bank.
Okay, so it took you 2 hours to lose the $3 million. So I'm guessing you went back and grabbed the check on hold.
No, so I can't remember if I sent a wire or if I had another check printed, but I bought in for like another like $6 million, I think. No, that's wrong.
And your bank doesn't ever say anything?
What are they gonna say?
I can't even spend $1,000 fucking dollars in Design District without my fucking card being like, hey, detected for fraud.
No, I have like good relationships with like presidents and CFOs of the banks because I do a lot of lending. I do a lot of real estate. So
Okay.
I use what's called a regional bank, which are like basically local banks. It's much easier to get to know some of the executives. It's not like so complicated like going to like
So it's
JP
for the high-
Morgan.
right.
Yeah, so you can go in and you'd be like, hey, like, I have a $10 million check. I want to open an account. I need to speak to the CFO or the president. I want to come up with like interest terms and whatever it may be.
Okay.
So you get to know them pretty good when you open your account with what's a higher than usual amount, and you form a relationship. And they would always say, like, what's up, kid? You have a $10 million check to open the account. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you looking for? And I go, oh, I'm a professional gambler. I do a lot of large cash transactions or whatever it is. So they know on my account, like, that would not be unusual or uncustomary.
So then you pulled out another $6 million, then what?
I don't want to, like, misquote myself.
You don't remember losing $8 million.
I was more caught up in the playing and the losing than I was, like, the details of, like, did I send a check or a wire and what was the, you know what I mean?
No, right.
So, but ultimately, yes. So I lost $7 million first. And I lost $7 million and I couldn't, like, fathom. I was like, it's really hard to lose this kind of money, right?
What was up?
Yeah, what was up? So what I realized was they were cheating. And so I lost the $7 million and I bought in for $1 million more, knowing. So I lost the $3 million thinking it was a fair game. I lost and I was pissed. I bought in for a few $1 million more and I kept losing and I'm like getting distraught and like there's a term called on tilt. Anyway, I'm getting emotional, like pissed, like
of course.
You know what I mean? And I go, I know I'm being cheated. I got to figure out how. So I bought in for like another $2 or so million.
After you lost $7 million, you're like, oh, I think something's up.
I was down about $5 million at the time. Okay. Like around this thought, I was down around $5 million. And I go, I'm going to buy in more. And I know that I'm being cheated. So I'm going to happily lose however many millions more it takes for me to learn what it is and how they're cheating me. And it costed me another $2 million, which I was fine losing. So now I'm down 7. And I bought in for my last $1 million after I figured out how they were cheating. And in 45 minutes, I won $9 million.
How were they cheating?
I can't say.
Did you call them out or did you just...
I wanted them to not know that I knew. 'Cause I went on and made like another $15 million or something off that cheat.
Were they getting distraught? Were they like, fuck, he knows?
They try. The thing is, they cheat in so many ways. So even if they were like, he knows something.
Exactly, but how would they confront you?
Correct? Well, what ended up happening was they figured out that I figured it out and they just banned me. That was the ultimate. They just banned me. Matter of fact, they banned me on camera when I was filming with Mike Malak and Logan Paul and Ryan Garcia. So it's on YouTube, the conversation where they told me never come back.
So it's not illegal for them to do that?
It's a private company and they can refuse business.
No, not to ban you, to cheat. Or they don't call it cheating.
They don't call it cheating.
Of course.
Yeah, and technically it is illegal. The thing is that the governing body that polices that is also paid for and employed by the casinos. It's like the bad guys regulating the bad guys, and it's job security to not prosecute or pursue it.
So just be like going against each other.
That's exactly what it is, and you'll lose almost every time. They'll take care of a lot of the lower level stuff just to keep everybody happy and quiet.
Correct.
And keep you away from
$15 million, you're just not coming back.
Yeah.
How many casinos did you do that to?
I'm a lifetime net winner in almost every casino I've played in, but not exclusively. Like the Red Rock banned me, the Stations Casinos banned me. I think I'm a lifetime loser, like $50,000. I never got banned from the Seminoles. I got banned from Tampa. But like overall, that was just a unique scenario. Overall, I'm not banned. I think I'm down maybe like $25,000 for life with the Seminoles. Like, so.
What was your craziest win? One that it's like you'll never forget.
My best win ever in a single session was $11,526,000. It was actually pretty cool.
Oh, I would fucking assume, yeah.
It was cooler than just winning. So what happened was,
I fucking freak out when I win on a $100 bet.
Me and my team knew that we were like being cheated. Like so what happened in my gambling career is it went from trying to win in cards to trying to decipher the cheats. Because if you could decipher the cheats, you have a huge edge.
Right.
And I use the word cheat in a very like loose kind of way. Correct. Yeah. And
I wouldn't understand any other way you would try and put it. So.
It's the easiest way to say to digest in conversation. Right. Yeah. So my team had came with me and they go, hey, like, what do we believe the cheat might be this week? Like, this is a big week for us. And we also knew that if I won, that basically was going to be the end of my gambling. And it was, by the way. After this win, the rest of the casinos banned me and I never really gambled again.
So it was based off of one win, multiple casinos can ban you because like they all talk.
Yeah, I only had, I think, 4 casinos left in Vegas. And 2 of them were my biggest winners, and the other 2 were like small, and like I didn't even care. And the 2 big ones were the last 2 I had. They shut me down. They told me never come back. They tried to rob me twice on that trip too, the casino. They tried to extort me for $9.5 million, which I have on camera. That's on my Instagram. And then they tried to short me $1 million, and I had my lawyer come out, and he squared that away. On the cash out, they tried to short me $1 million.
There's a story that I believe you told, correct me if I'm wrong, where you were basically, they plotted to damn near kill you. And you were running away in a car.
Yeah.
Explain, was that day?
No. I have a show on Discovery Channel I did, and that's where I told this story. It's pretty cool. So we had won. My buddy remembers it at $6 million, but I really don't know. So I went conservative on the show, and I said $4.5 million just to.
I mean, the numbers. Really think about it, $4 to $6 million. Like it doesn't matter.
I know, but I didn't want to like exaggerate on the show. He was like, no. What he actually said was it was $6.6 million, which I have a video of on Instagram, but I can't remember the exact details of it. So I remember more the details of the $4.5 million situation, how I won it. So in my head, I just like, let me pick conservative. I'll say it was the time I won 4.5, right? And what happened was, so when you win this kind of money in a casino, they have these secret cages that are like guarded by security, and like you don't know about them. You have to be like buzzed in, and that's where large transactions happen. So that's where I make all my transactions, my buy-ins and cash outs. And when you win, every casino has their own like signature, custom, nondescript bag that fits the exact package of their cash. Because every casino packages cash differently. Like Aria does $200K. MGM Grand does $1 million bags. Venetian and Palazzo, which is the Sands, they do $500,000 bags, and they all package them differently. So they give you like these nondescript like shoulder bags or backpacks or briefcases that perfectly fit whatever bundles or packages of cash that they will pay you out in. So I had one. The final one was at the Bellagio, and we had like what I call $4.5 million, and even though my buddy says more, and we ran out of bags. They're like, we don't have bags for your cash. You just have to take the cash and go, right? But they're like cellophane, so they're like giant bricks of cash. And these were, I believe, $500,000 bags. So we had $4.5 million in just like cellophane like packages. And $4.5 million in cash weighs a lot. You know, it's like,
I would assume.
Yeah, it's like,
I wouldn't know from experience, but I would assume.
Yeah, it's not reasonable for me and my buddy to just like put it over our shoulders together and just walk it through a casino and go to the valet. Like, it's just not reasonable. And they don't have bags to hide it. So what we did was we told security to get a bell cart, like, you know, you push your luggage on, and all the security loaded the $4.5 million on the luggage cart and pushed that through the casino to the valet. My buddy pulled up his Beamer. Security loads all the cash into the back of the car, and right when I get in, I look in the rear view and I see an SUV turn their headlights on, and they were parked in a place that no civilian would be allowed to park in. The valet specifically would have to give someone permission to park there because it's not a real parking space. So I see the headlights turn on, and I go, that's super suspicious that there's even a vehicle in this weird spot that no one's allowed to park in the valet area.
So every time you win like that, are you like looking?
Yeah, and we used to do all types of crazy things to try to protect ourselves. And a lot of the times we had security, but this is also a lot before I had social media. So like people didn't know who I was necessarily by face. They would only know if they got tipped off on what my cash out was. And we were pretty trusting in the beginning, right? Like we thought like there's no way these giant public companies, these corporations would ever be involved in any shenanigans. We were pretty trusting. And the thing about life that I learned is nothing's a problem until it's a problem. And we figured out that this was a problem. We started driving, and that SUV followed us. We made a right onto Las Vegas Boulevard. They made a right. We got into the far lane. They got in the far lane. I told my boy Ian, I said, make a U-turn. We made a U-turn. The SUV made a U-turn. I was like, yo, we're being followed.
So what do you think would have happened?
I don't really know. I mean, Vegas has like a pretty high murder rate, and even if you went somewhere that was safe, like it don't even matter. Like people get killed on Beverly Hills for like a Richard Mille, you know. And I had $4.5 million in unmarked $100 bills in my back seat. I don't really know, and I don't know.
What was so in that moment when I'm assuming after that U-turn is when you were like for sure, like this is it, like they're for sure following me. And did you think you're gonna assume that they were with the casino? It wasn't like some sketch-ass people who were just trying to come after you, like some criminals, damn near.
Nah, in real life, what I think happened, I think somebody, I can't say with certainty that I believe that it was somebody from the executive situation that triggered this chain of events. I don't know if that's where it started or if it just started in the cage itself, like in the cashier's area. Somebody tipped somebody off to let them know that I was walking out $4.5 million in cash, yeah. But whoever started that chain of events, 100% is a casino employee. Whether they're an executive.
Yeah, because no one would have known.
Nobody in the world knew.
You didn't have social media. You're right. You didn't have social media, so they didn't know who you were. So it was like, for sure, someone was like, yo, this guy, we tried to tell him that we didn't have enough fucking bags. He made me get this bell cart. I look like an idiot walking out front with $4 million cash, and I load it into his car. Like, who does he think he is?
Yeah.
For sure, that's what it was.
Like, whoever it was, for sure, was somebody that was on payroll with the casino. There's no other answer. There's no option.
So then you made the U-turn. He made the U-turn. Then what? Did you panic?
It wasn't that we panicked. It was that we had confirmed that, like, we're being followed. And so my boy stomped on it, and we're weaving in and out. We get a high-speed pursuit. up Las Vegas Boulevard. It was
Did you call the cops?
Nah, I'm not a cop caller. But my boy, he's the one that came up with this idea. It saved our lives for sure. It definitely saved the money and probably our lives. He knew that the Palazzo did trunk checks. So when you pull, I forget if it's a Venetian, they both do it, but I forget which one is first on the strip. The one that's not connected to like the Wynn entrance.
Okay.
Whether it's Palazzo or Venetian,
They
whatever.
do trunk checks?
Yeah, trunk checks. So they're checking for weapons. So when you pull in, there'll be like, I think it's 4 security booths with little kiosks, and they stop each car and they go, pop your trunk, I just want to look inside, and they let you go. So we pulled up to it, and we have the cash visible, stacked in the back seat, and security comes over to do the trunk check. He's coming over to the window to say, pop your trunk, and I go, hey, man, don't be suspicious, look in the back seat. He looks, sees the cash. I go, there's an SUV, couple cars back. They're trying to rob us. Dude goes like this. He goes, I'm going to hold them up. You get out of here. He's like, stick right around the valet. You're going to get into the employee parking lot. He goes, something like, make a right, make a left. You'll see an exit. You're on Cobalt. When you get on Cobalt, make a right and just get out of Dodge. And that's what we did, and he held up the SUV, and we got out.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And what were you thinking in that moment? Like in this high speed chase, like what was exactly going through your head?
We were just thinking like, in my head, I was just thinking like, I knew I had to stay calm, because if I got like worked up, I'd never have a logical response. And if I'm in emotion, not logic, I'll never have like a logical result. Yeah, you know. So we both knew to stay calm. He was driving obviously as fast as he could, but we both had to be calm. He had to drive safely, because if we crashed, jig is up for us. And I'm thinking like, what's the way out? Like, how do we get out of this? Like, how can we protect ourselves? And pretty quickly he was just like, trunk checks, Venetian.
Holy shit. For sure. Yeah, that definitely saved your life.
100%.
I'm assuming that these trunk checks, that has to happen. I mean, it can't happen too frequently, but I feel like him telling you an exact escape plan, it has to be something that's happened before.
Whether it's happened before or not, I'm not sure, but he like didn't miss a beat, the security guard. He's like, I understand, I'm going to hold him up. And he works there, so he parks in the...
Did you ever go back and tip him?
I did not, but not because I wouldn't. So when I had the cash, they were in like $500,000 packs. I'm not gonna sit there in the middle of a pursuit while the guys might kill me, bust open a $500,000 pack to give the guy
$20.
Yeah, you know, I'd give way more than $20, but you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't happening sight on scene, and we didn't want to double back. We got out of town and didn't return for a week.
Yeah. So wait, you just left town completely?
Yeah. We just kept driving until we got to my house in LA.
Oh my God, yeah, because Vegas and LA, I guess, isn't too far from each other. Holy shit. This is more of like to change gears.
Sure.
I'm just curious.
Sure.
You don't have to answer. How has this lifestyle, specifically with the gambling and with winning such large, you don't win small, you definitely win big. How does that impacted your love life?
What an interesting question.
Because you don't make your money traditionally, which I think is awesome. I think that's one of the coolest things about today's society is it's almost accepted. It's so cool that you can make, obviously, like for me, OnlyFans, and like for you, gambling, and this appeal is such, like the tattoos, like this. I think that's what makes your image even more appealing. Like I want to listen to you because you look damn near like you know what the fuck you're doing and you know what you're talking about.
I think I look like I have no idea what I'm doing in
life. You definitely, like I look
like I sell dubs of weed.
But I'd listen to you. Like if I walked in a room and there's a poker table, right? I'm like, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing, for sure. Because in my head, sure, like the guy in the suit is going to show up. He obviously has money, but like, no, like you definitely would show up like this. You would show up like this to gamble. And I'm like, something about that is, I think, one of the reasons you also have your platform.
Yeah, I think, I could agree. I think the love life part, what an interesting question. I don't think it's the money or the gambling that had any effect on my love life, because I'm still the same kid I always was. I just have money now. Like if you come to my house, we still like dirt bike inside the house, skate in the house, like play paintball like on my property. Like I still like am the same guy. I just get to fulfill all my wishes.
With the money, how did that? It's a lot of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't think it's the.
How do you think it's impacted the way you've? I don't know. Are you single?
I am fairly recently single.
Okay.
Not
okay.
Not that situation.
Okay. Yeah, like you're single. Like I kind of want to know a little bit more about how having money specifically.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this, something a lot of people don't realize. I've only been in long-term relationships my whole life, starting in middle school.
Really?
I've been in relationships more than I've been out in my entire life.
What's your longest relationship?
6 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they're all like kind of close to that. All my girlfriends live with me. I like date for like I don't like date to kill time. I don't like date for whatever. I date because I want to give love and receive love. And, if we're compatible, we're compatible. And this last one, we thought we were going to get married. That was the plan. My family knew we were getting married. Her family knew. And it just, at the end, unfortunately, didn't work out. And I do want to get married and have, like, a happy family.
Oh, so that's my next question is, where do you see yourself?
I would love to.
As far as a relationship goes and children and things like that, how will your lifestyle change when you have?
I'm not sure because I think, like, I don't know. I don't know if it would change. Like, I really don't know the answer.
Naturally, as a man, obviously as a woman, when a woman reaches her 30s, her body naturally starts asking her for a kid. It's just how it works. And for a guy, I think the second it'll hit, like the second someone's pregnant that you truly love, like I think a lot would change. What happens, like in your head, how you're gonna act, how you're gonna because I'm assuming you still gamble, correct? Is that like your main source of income as far as real estate as well?
Outside the real estate stuff, I've been doing a lot of movies and TV shows recently, so like that's kind of my new thing. But honestly, I'm kind of just chilling.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but I do want a wife and a happy family and all this. And to answer your question, would it change? I'm not sure. I don't know like what she and I would prefer in life, but I can tell you that my lifestyle changes like independently as I grow and evolve through life. As I get older, I'm no longer interested in certain things and I become more interested in others. And if she requested of me to start adjusting certain things for her sake, I'm sure I'm open to it.
So if it came down to it, would you stop gambling forever?
I mean, I guess. I don't know, because my wife would ask me to?
I mean, if she's just like uncomfortable like with the fact of like, just uncomfortable with the situation, like you're gone for so fucking long, like blah, 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 like I'm tired of this life, so I'm tired of you, blah, blah.
Nah, I mean, none of my girlfriends work, and they all live with me. I pay all the bills.
So is that the type, like, would you prefer to have a wife who stays at home, takes care of everything?
I mean, all my exes are like that. I was always the provider,
Period.
I've never, like, dated a girl that had the ability to provide. So I really actually don't know what that would be like. I never dated like a rich chick. I never dated a girl with money or who has like a career or none of that stuff. So I don't actually know.
Have you ever met a girl at a casino?
Plenty of times.
Like long-term girlfriends you met at the casino?
No, never met a long-term girlfriend. I met my last ex at private poker games in LA.
Please run me through what a private poker game looks like. Because I have this like, it's almost like, for some reason, maybe it's not just me, romanticize this like underground poker, like it's this like cool, like badass people who are willing to like, you see the movies, it's romanticized, it's like really dramatic. Like I want to know like the real life raw. What is it like? Because I want to go in there with my red lipstick, with my hair and like sophisticated curls and a little black dress and just see what the hell's up.
Do you want to know you want me to describe like the highest level of elite high-stakes poker games is? Because there's many, many levels and rankings to it. But I can go right to the very top if you want.
Yeah.
The very top is you don't know that it exists unless you know, and you only know if somebody's vouched for you. And to get vouched for that kind of environment is like really, really rare. It's a very, very small group of people that are involved.
Why?
I mean, everybody in there is a politician and a billionaire and a celebrity, and it's very private what happens there. There's a lot of things that include sex or drugs, very large amounts of money, and a lot of things that probably would ruin a lot of careers if it was public information. So everything stays very private. Another problem is safety, and the last thing is security of the money. So we can't bring money to these games. It's too much. If the buy-ins are, let's call it, $1 to $5 million a person, you can't have $30 million in cash sitting in one spot in a house. It's like, it's an absolute, like, certainty that you're going to get robbed. The game will get knocked over, right? So to prevent that, we do lines of credit, which is backed and insured by the person that vouched for you to join the game at all. So everything's a line of credit. So if you start letting in people that are like not super vetted, you can't confirm that when they lose, they'll pay. So imagine you pretend a very famous CEO playing in the game and he wins $5 million, and the biggest loser is some guy that has like no vouch, no insurance, and like nobody really
knows who this guy is.
Right. And the guy takes off on the bill. What do you tell to that CEO?
I don't know what to do with your money.
Yeah.
Like you won all this money. I have nothing I can.
So then from then on out, everybody else that knows that CEO is going to hear it from the CEO that you won't get paid if you win in this game, and no one will go to the game anymore.
you have to know someone to get in this game, and then have someone basically
Insure
co-sign.
you. Yeah, co-sign, yeah.
Basically co-sign that you will pay, and what happens if you don't?
I would say there's standard routes of collection.
Torture.
I wouldn't say.
Murder.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
I didn't say that.
So it is like what I'm thinking.
If that's what you're thinking, then that's what it is.
So, do you pull up with security?
No, you can't bring your own security because it becomes a
But
security
can you
risk.
bring a +1? Like, it would, if I was like, I would love to see
Yeah.
what's up. Would I have to like sign an NDA?
If you came as my girl, they would never disrespect my direct company by asking you to sign an NDA. If you were a female that was there for work, you would sign an NDA and you would not be able to bring your cell phone in.
No cell phones. Like, not even a little Snapchat story. Like, hey, look where I'm at.
That's exactly the reason they don't let you bring it in.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. But there's certain VIPs. I'm being humble. I am one of them. And like nobody would question me. Like if I brought you, they'd just be like, oh, this is Mikki's girl, and I'd introduce you as such, and they would treat you with the same respect they treated me, or they would want me to treat their wives with, or whatever it is, and you'd get that. That's what you would get. No one, you could have your phone. You wouldn't sign an NDA because they're assuming that if you're my girl, that I'm only hanging with the correct type of women.
So it's a lot of trust that they put in you.
Yeah, and if you did something to ruin that for me, you know.
I mean, that'd be really dumb.
Yeah, it'd be really dumb, but that'd come back on me. So they're smart enough to say, this guy's smart enough to find a way to get a seat at the table. He's smart enough to pick the right women.
Wow. Are there any high VIP women that gamble?
Yeah, there's a few. It's a mostly male-dominated industry, but yeah, certainly.
Why?
I don't know why, honestly, actually. I don't know.
I could beat you in some blackjack.
I bet you could. I could tell you that poker is not inherently sexy, right? And I don't think there's a lot of...
Really?
Yeah, it's mostly nerdy type of stuff. And I don't think a lot of women look at poker and go, oh, that's hot. I want to get involved. But
I think it's just, for me, I'm not even on some feminist shit, but for me, it's I want to do what he can do, just better. It has nothing to do, I don't think, for it being this sex appeal. I just think it's it'd be sick as fuck if you lost a couple $1 million to a bitch with really nice tits and a fat ass.
I agree 100%. There's a lot of females in the Poker Hall of Fame, and there's nothing that separates a man and a woman from being good. It's not because you're a man you'll be better. That's not accurate at all.
No, I agree.
It's just
a skill that men inherently seem to take on and be better at than
Well, I don't think it's
women.
inherent. I think what it is the appeal. I think there's a lot of nerdy people.
It's also status too.
I think there's a lot of status that comes in
I feel like a lot of guys, it's an ego thing.
I agree.
Damn near. They come in and they're I'm this man, I have this really hot chick with me, watch what I can do, It's a very, but I've never seen a woman walk in and is watch this, you know what I mean? That'd be sick.
There's some women that I play with that are real sharks and very rich and play very big. There's some, but it's mostly men. But there's some. Mostly the games are catered to men. So when you walk in, if you ever do come with me, and you're welcome to in LA.
Oh, thank you.
When we walk in,
no Snapchat stories will be posted, I promise.
Yeah, no.
I promise.
Yeah, when you come in, you'll see there'll probably be about 30 women. They're probably all going to be in the category of the most beautiful women you ever seen. They're wearing all lingerie or less. They're walking around with silver trays that have lines of drugs on them.
You're
top
lying.
shelf. No, yeah.
As soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah. Top shelf liquor. We have Michelin star chefs that make anything. There's a standard
Sushi.
menu. Yeah, of course. We have
Wow.
sushi chefs. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Anything you could ever imagine is available to keep the players happy and at the in the game. They want you staying there.
And have you ever been in a situation where someone lost so big that they fucking lost it? Just lost their mind?
It's super rare that happens. Most of the people I play with are uber wealthy, and although nobody likes losing money,
of course,
the guy could be worth $5 billion and lose $1 million, and he'll still be mad, But they're more accustomed to the idea of big losses.
And how do you know that they're not cheating?
Well, you don't know, so you have to trust the game. There's a network of games I play in, and I get invited to every game you can imagine in the world.
I'm assuming they know who you are, correct?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They know you're known for catching something that isn't right.
Yeah, catching cheating. Yeah.
So if they invite you, I'm assuming they're aware that, hey, this guy's going to pay very close attention and got to make sure he wins a couple mil.
Yeah, but there's even ways to disguise it that you can't catch. For example,
you were talking about a contact lens.
Yeah, okay, so there's a contact lens that will let you see through the back of a card. I post videos of it on my Instagram story all the time. There's contact lenses. The reason they made the contact lens is because they used to do glasses. When people started catching on to the glasses, they can see it from the
glare,
side.
right.
Yeah, so, and if you were suspicious, you just take his glasses off, put them on, and now you can be like, I'm looking through the back of the card. I caught you. So they advanced from there, and now they do contact lenses.
How did you ever even find out about a contact?
Well, I mean, I'm like pretty much as deep into this culture as you can get. So when this new technology hits, like it comes across my desk, so to speak.
But how would you know?
If somebody was using it?
I feel like it'd be very hard to know.
Yeah, it's super hard. And something else that takes no technology at all. Listen, this is so simple. Imagine that 3 guys are friends, right? And they all are invited to the same game. And these 3 guys talk before the game. They go, listen, we're going to pool our money. 2 of us will sit over here and 1 of us will sit over there, right? What they're trying to do is they're trying to isolate a player. So let's say out of the 3 of them.
But we don't, outsiders don't know they're friends. Right,
we don't know their friends.
Okay.
They drove separately. They came in hours apart. They don't really talk to each other. They play the part. They walk in and they look at one guy and they go, hey, I'm so-and-so. What's your name? And you don't know that
Kind of like the movie 21.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't know that these people are plotting on you, right? So you start playing, and the 2 guys on your right have terrible cards. And they're taking a read. They all know how to play poker, so they're looking at you. Let's say it's me. They're looking at me, and they go, we believe he has a pretty good hand. And then the 3rd guy that's in on the scam with them is thinking, I also have really good cards. I want to get paid the most amount of money if I end up winning. So the 2 guys that know they have losing hands will do what's called bloating the pot. The first guy will bet. The second guy
hella
will
money
call.
to increase the pot.
Yeah, and they just keep increasing it, knowing they're going to lose the whole time. But this guy wants all my money. So if this guy wins,
do they go together and they're like, I will split the money with you?
It's called it's collusion. That's what it's called. Yeah, they're colluding
like
with each other.
They're just like in the stock market.
Yeah, they're colluding. And so these 2 guys, they're like, we can lose all our money as long as that guy at the end wins, because he also means that Mikki lost all his money. So now at the end of it, they chop up my money.
How do you figure that out?
It's really hard, and sometimes you can't. So more times than not, you just have to trust the network that you're in, trust the games that you play.
What is when you have found out of cheating?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Like the moment you find out, and you're not necessarily gonna play more to kind of like.
The only thing I could speak on is that I stopped playing the game.
You fight. Have you ever fought?
I just stopped playing the game.
Just get up and walk out.
Yeah.
That was like a yeah and more.
I just leave the game.
I'm baffled by this contact lens. I really am.
I'm telling you, keep an eye on my Instagram stories. I post that stuff all the time. I
What
post how they work.
What are the craziest cheats you've, like, name a couple? Contact lens, the glasses.
I mean, I feel like I named a few. The thing is that the most valuable ones I can't speak on, because I believe the casinos are still doing it. By the way, we're talking about 2 different types of cheating. We're talking about casinos cheating versus people cheating in poker games. And they're not related, really. The most valuable ones I find come from the casino side. And I don't want to say what they are because I don't want the casinos to stop doing it, because it gives me and my people a chance to keep exploiting them.
And you will continue to.
I mean, I could.
You should. Fuck them. You make so much money.
You know what I've been doing?
Please tell me.
I started in October. October 8th I took my first 4. I've been funding all my fans gambling.
What do you mean?
So I'm banned, right? And I can't gamble.
Correct.
But like all my fans are not banned. They get banned.
Eventually, correct.
Yeah. So what I do is.
That's not illegal to do.
No.
Do you train them?
I can't give away the sauce, but I post a link on my story. Like, I've done it 3 times since October. So however many months it's been, 6 months. Like every 2 months I'll post the link, right? And if you click the link, you have to fill out a form. When you fill out the form, it goes into like a vetting process. And assuming that you get through all the checkpoints and you qualify, then me and my group get on the phone with you and we start working out some terms, and I put up all the money and then we chop the winnings. And if there's any loss, I cover 100% of it, but we win, so I'm not worried about it. There's some losses, but we're overall winners, so covering the losses is like a non-concern because we overall win anyway. And I've been doing it. And I could show you.
Has it been working?
You want to see the numbers?
Yes.
I'll show you right now. I just looked at the sheet today.
And how many players would you say you have right now that are...
I'm going to show you.
Oh, God.
We had, I think, 30...
Did you add me in there?
We had 32,000 submissions in 36 hours or something like that. All right, so here's my sheet. So we started October 8th with only 4, right? These are all my people. So all my fans that I fund.
That is over 700 people.
Yeah, and then...
Do you have a total?
Yeah, right here. That's what I've given my fans so far since October.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you willing to share that?
I've won my fans over $1 million since October 8th, and I started with only 4.
Like, that's ridiculous. That's amazing. And so is it like a website? Like you just
When I post the link.
Or do you one-on-one? Have you ever one-on-one
Yeah.
worked with them?
Yeah.
I think the craziest, like I said, I've seen clips. Haven't necessarily. I'm sorry, I haven't.
That's all right.
Dove a little. I didn't dive enough into
right.
what you do or your backshot stories. Yeah, I'm not very familiar, but I did see a clip with you, in a van, FBI van. Like that was the sickest thing ever.
Yeah.
Please elaborate more on how that became a thing. How did you decide to do that?
My boy Cass Sawyer, big YouTuber, hits me up and he goes, yo, I have a sick idea for a video. I'm like, all right, what's the idea? This is like the meta glasses or whatever those things are, the goggle things.
Yeah.
Were just coming out and it was like a hot topic. And he goes, I want to use those and you'll be watching it from somewhere else and instructing me on how to gamble in a casino. But
did he have prior experience?
He's never gambled.
Wow.
Yeah. But also we couldn't use those goggles. They're obvious that you're wearing the goggles.
Right.
They're giant. So he went and got those Ray-Ban spy glasses and earpieces, and you couldn't even see the earpiece. It was real, legit spy earpiece. And he rigged up this white van or whatever, like an FBI surveillance van with all the screens and monitors in it, live feed, all that. And first what we did was, I don't remember the true order of his video, but I'll just tell you what we did in real life. In real life, we met up, we hung out, we talked about the idea over the phone. Mm-hmm. We met up in Vegas, and I was in the World Series of Gin Rummy. So he came and he watched me play in the World Series, and he learned how to play that game. And that game is the basis to most other card games. So he started to get a little understanding. Then we went downstairs, and I played with his money, and I think I quadrupled his money or something like that in the episode.
Oh yeah, some small shit. Nothing big.
And then after that, he gambled his money, but I sat next to him and just gave him a little instruction. I think he doubled his money. And then after that, he was like, let's just do this, bro. And I'm like, yeah. Because by then he was so warmed up and understanding the motions that he wouldn't look that awkward. And so I got into the van and I was sitting in there with my stuff on, the headset and whatever, the microphone. And he went in with the glasses and the earpiece, and I coached him on how to win, and he did. I forget what he did exactly. I think in real life, I don't know what he put, but in real life, I think he bought in for, it was either $2,000 or $5,000, and he cashed out $9,400.
So I say we run that again.
Yeah, I'm down. I told you I'm down. I'm down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
That's
with the
gonna be my
wits.
next YouTube video in Vegas.
We could do it in Vegas. We could also do it in LA. No, Vegas is better for that.
Vegas has the more.
Vegas is easier to do it. Yeah.
They'll never suspect me. And we could do it reverse. I just play the dumb card. I'm like, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, stay fucking tuned, because I'm about to be a fucking millionaire in Vegas. I'm about to get banned from Vegas. That'll be my next video. Well, now they're gonna see this. They're gonna know. Fuck it.
Whatever.
They're not gonna think it would be me.
It's not a problem till it's a problem.
Period. I appreciate you talking to me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I appreciate you taking the time and telling me. Actually, give me and the viewers one gambling advice or secret that you would.
If I had to give one piece of advice about gambling, it's do not gamble.
Actually?
Yep.
But you're willing to go gamble with me?
Yeah, but.
Oh, okay.
Most people lose, and it's super detrimental to their lives. And I don't want to encourage anyone to get hurt or have a ruined life. There's so much better things there's so much better things they can do with their money.
Like OnlyFans.
Literally anything, including OnlyFans. Literally anything besides gambling is a better place for their money.
But will you ever stop?
Maybe, if I ever get tired of it.
You'll never get tired of winning millions, I'll tell you that much. Ever. I wouldn't. All right, well, I'll see y'all motherfuckers in Vegas.